Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Brian and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today, we're going to be playing some newly released College Football 26. This game just dropped literally earlier today. This is the early access release for this game, so figured might as well start recording a video on it as soon as possible, so that way you guys can watch some hopefully awesome content on it as soon as possible as well. So also, I will say this right now, this is my literally first time opening up the game, and I gotta say, I like the simplicity of the menu, like it was last year, and all that, but, yeah, let's not waste no more time, let's just hop right into this. So yeah, now we are here inside of the main menu, and looks very similar to last year's, actually. A little bit disappointed with that, not too much though, obviously, happy to have the game nonetheless, but yeah, no, it just looks very similar to last year's. Obviously, they have a moving little image here in the front that shows like some gameplay or just some scenes, some cinematic scenes from the game. So that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, so it looks like we have the same sort of menus here for the most part. Mini games, training, create and share, settings, more. The newest thing in this game, from what I understand, is there's a trophy room now, which used to be something that used to be in the older college football games, but I never played any of those, so that's completely new to me. But obviously, we have the normal here, recommended play now, ultimate team, road to glory, and of course, dynasty, which is what we're going to be doing in this video, is we're going to be doing dynasty. Obviously, my favorite team I have selected here is Notre Dame Fighting Irish because it's basically the only team well, I shouldn't say it's the only team I support in college football, but other than my own school, of course. But in terms of Division I schools, this is probably the top one I'll support. Other than that, like North Carolina and probably Minnesota Golden Gophers as well, but just to be a little different, we'll put Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Is what I had last year too. So yeah, that's just that. All right, so now we're gonna start to set up our first ever dynasty in College Football 26. I know I started a dynasty last year in 25 with the North Carolina Tar Heels, but that obviously didn't go very far. So I'm hoping that this time we stick to it, we commit to it, and we just honestly like commit to going for this. Hopefully to be a long running series potentially. Obviously, I'm already running a couple series on this channel, but a lot of it will depend on my motivation, will depend on my time, as well as your guys' support and feedback and all that. But regardless, we're going to do a single player dynasty. We're going to be using the active roster, which is the same as the default roster because the game just came out. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, and now we obviously get to the point where we can choose our school, and obviously we got all the same schools as last year, and a couple of new ones as well, I believe. We got, not Mississippi State, but we got Missouri State, who looks like it's a 65 overall. Ouch. But yeah, we obviously, there should be another school, new school in here too somewhere. I think it's, who is it? I think it was it was Delaware State, that's what it was. There it is. Delaware Blue Hens, also 67 overall. Yeah, probably for a future video, but not necessarily for this one. Alright, and now to pick a school. Honestly, I've been going between two different options. There's so many good options that you could play or choose from to play as a dynasty, but I'm stuck between two schools, and it's not North Carolina. No, but the two schools I'm stuck between right now are Notre Dame, which honestly could be really fun because they're really close to a national title. They got there last year, and they only lost to Ohio State. But then I thought what we could do is we can go for a little bit of an under-the-radar school like Florida, the Florida Gators. Now, obviously, there's NFL players from both schools that I like. This is why I support, kind of partially why I will choose either of these schools to, be my dynasty team. You got guys from Notre Dame, like lots of tight ends, Kyle Rudolph, Jerome Bettis, anywhere from recent guys like Benjamin Morrison, Xavier Watts, who just got drafted to the NFL. And then you got Florida, who hasn't really produced as much talent as Notre Dame to the NFL level, but you got popular guys like Kyle Pitts more recently, as well as, legends like Tim Tebow, who was absolutely electric in college. I didn't watch him, but I have seen the tape and all that, and the guy was truly like electric and whatnot. But yeah, it's deciding on which school, because honestly, I want to do Notre Dame really badly, but I know that it's going to be super easy potentially to win games because we're such a good team already. Then again, I think it would be fun to see how fast we could win a championship. And if we then win a championship, then we do, like a second season or like something to rebuild the team because they have a lot of good talent there. And I think it would be fun to just kind of, bring a championship once again to South Bend, because I don't think they haven't won a championship in years. Well, at the same time, Florida sounds pretty enticing as well, because I don't know if anybody's going to do it. At least not for a YouTube series. Actually, what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to check and see, has Florida ever won a national title in football? I know they have in basketball. They just did this past year. Oh, and actually, I'm kind of dumb. So, yeah, the Florida Gators have won, indeed, 3 national titles. 1996, 2006, 2008. I think Tebow was a part of one of those teams. At least probably 2 of them. So sorry for those of you screaming at my screen telling me that I'm completely an idiot, but it's fine. I miss things sometimes. But yeah, so Florida hasn't won one since 2008. What about the Irish? However, the Irish have not won a national title since 1988. Oh man, that makes this really tough then, because Florida hasn't won one since Tebow was there, but Notre Dame hasn't won one literally since the 90s or the 80s. As much as it's going to be probably really overpowered and whatnot, we're going to just be different than everybody else. Alright, but yeah, actually I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go right here with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, because they haven't won a national championship since 1988, at least not officially. And for this, we are going to be the head coach. Also, I thought about creating my own head coach, but I think for the purposes of this Let's Play, I think we will play as Marcus Freeman to try and get him a national title. So, I don't know, I just think that would be really fun. So, let's go with it. Alright, now we're going to sign our contract, and obviously he's already the head coach, so I don't know why we have to sign a contract again, but, ooh, unlocked coach points. That's, oh, because of my pre-order. Thank you, game. Alright, so now we are in the new menu for this. This looks kind of cool. It looks a little different for sure. We got our coach on the left side here. We got Marcus Freeman.
Yep, that's me.
Obviously, we can customize our schedule. We got to set up our recruiting board. We can see the top stories. Also, we can see the preseason Heisman watch, which looks like Jeremiah Love is already on that list. That's kind of cool. So our running back is already on the list for the preseason poll, obviously, as well as Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams. We can also upgrade our coach skills, and yeah, we can advance next week. So I think, so yeah, we can see the college football sign here, so we can see the preseason top 25. We're currently ranked 5 behind Georgia, Ohio State, Penn State, and Texas. And there's obviously the full list of the top 25, like it was in the last game. See our conference standings, which we obviously don't have a conference technically because we're independent, and I think I'll stay that way, at least for right now. So obviously, additional to the Heisman watch and all that, we can see our preseason All-Americans, and I think we have a couple of them. Oh, Jeremiah Love is in there. Malachi Fields is in there, as well as Emil Wagner, right tackle. Derek Bowen. Leonard Moore as well. That's cool. That's first team. Here's second team. We got one. We got Charles Jagsla.
What?
I think I mispronounced that. I butchered that. I apologize for that. Anybody else? No? Yeah, that's alright. That's okay. Alright, and then we got our coach little tab here, same as last year. Got the team. You can see the depth chart and the roster, which we'll take a look at that in a second. Obviously, we also have stats and everything like that. The trophy room, which is new. And then obviously Dynasty Central, the basic kind of settings. You see your league settings and all that, XP sliders, gameplay sliders, and, everything you typically would see. So, alright, so now we're going to take a little peek at this roster, because I think I know some of the players on here, but let's just find out here. So, screen looks different. That's already something to point out here. So it looks like our best players are Jeremiah Love, Leonard Moore, Derek Bowen, Malachi Fields, and Emil Wagner, rounding out the top 5. Then after him, we got Charles Jagswa. I think I said that right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. Then we got Christian Gray. I remember him. Jadarian Price. Remember him. Jaden Grayhouse. Also remember him. And Billy Schrouth as well. So we got a solid team here. I'm not concerned about it at all. Also, looking at the roster here, we got our quarterback. So our starting quarterback is CJ Carr, freshman out of, I think redshirt freshman technically, from Saline, Michigan. Running backs, we have Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, Aeneas Williams, Kadarian Young, remember him, and a couple of other guys below them. Fullbacks, we do have a fullback. It looks like it's 64 overall, Cedric Hatcher. Wide receivers, we got ourselves Malachi Fields, who I think transferred here actually from, I forget where he was last year. I'll probably put it on here in editing. Then obviously we got Jaden Greathouse, Will Pauling. I don't recognize him. Fazion, don't recognize him. Cam Williams as well, and a couple of other guys as also. So pretty deep receiving room. Tight ends. We obviously lost Mitchell Evans to the Panthers, I believe, in the NFL draft. So we got Eli Raridon here, as well as these other guys below him. Offensive line, this should be one of the best, I'm assuming, in the game. Antoine Knapp, our starting left tackle. Then we got our guards. I'm not necessarily going to want to bore you guys with all this, but I just like, you're really curious at looking at the roster because I feel like it. Looking at defense, it looks like they're actually including the newly renovated depth chart that's coming to Madden 26 as well. So that'll be fun to see. So we got, instead of left end and right end, we got left edge and I think right edge as well. We got defensive tackle. And then after that, our linebackers are completely different. So we, instead of left, middle, and right, we got Sam, Mike, and Will positions. That'll be something to get used to. Got our corners. We got our safeties. No more Xavier Watts or Benjamin Morrison, but that's okay. We'll survive without him. I'm sure it'll be fine. So all in all, really a solid team that we're dealing with here. We can assign our red shirts if we want to, it looks like. I don't know if I'm going to do any of that right now. We have some time still before we get into the season, but yeah, we're going to have to make sure we figure out who we want our red shirts to be. So obviously we're going to now set up our recruiting board, and I know it's already, I'm already half an hour at recording here, but I think we're going to just jump in here. It shouldn't be too far in the episode since I'm going to edit a lot of it down. There's a lot of stuff I need to take out. So, but yeah, let's just jump into our recruiting board, and we're going to start adding some prospects here. So this is something different than last year. You can see what we need to target based on our team needs. And I think if I understand this correctly, so they're showing ones that obviously we need probably. So whether the players are old enough to graduate or something like that. Actually, we'll also see a team need obviously listed by the N on the side here. So I think what we're going to do first is obviously we need to scout a quarterback. So I think we're going to start with the quarterbacks here. Also, I think it works the same as last year where you kind of want to target guys that are, you know, from your state if possible. That way you might have, if they have the home, or what's it called? If they have the, like, you know, close to home deal breaker, that they might, you know, potentially want to commit to your school because you're close to their home. I mean, I guess it would probably work for surrounding states too. So like Ohio we could do. But California might be a little bit of a stretch because, you know, they're far away from home. Looking here, we have the 20th best quarterback, Dennis McDonald. I'm going to add him to my list here. He is a 5-star. I don't know if we're going to land him, but we could surely try. Also, we obviously have the pipeline sort of thing. So based on our coach, obviously we're using Marcus Freeman. So it's kind of the pipeline he uses. So we can see the strength of the pipeline based on each player. So we have a 5 for this guy. But for this guy, we only have a 2. It's going to vary, obviously. Also, I think I read somewhere, too, that the deal breakers will be dynamic. So we'll see how that goes, because I don't know how that's going to work. But it'll be fun to find out. Anyways, I'm also going to add a couple of other quarterbacks here just to see. I'm going to scout them. Actually, I'm going to not do that. We'll target 2 quarterbacks for now. If not, we'll see. Actually, I think we can target more if we want. Yeah, let's just target more. It doesn't matter to me, really. All right, the next thing it says we need is wide receivers. So I'm going to go for as many receivers as I can. I'm not seeing really anybody from Indiana per se, but we're going to go with the guys from Ohio to maybe, you know, steal them from the Buckeyes if we can. We're also going to need offensive guards. So there's an Indiana player here. I'll target him right away. Also have guards that we'll need to add as well. I'll add some of them here. Got some edge players that we're probably going to need to grab as well. I'll grab defensive tackles as well. And I'm actually probably going to make our list here, and then I'll probably meet you guys in a second when I'm all done. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. You just kind of select guys you want to scout and everything like that. So, all right, now jumping to our recruiting board here, we have Dennis McDonald that we're going to scout first. We have only 1250 points, so we're going to use these wisely. Let's scout this guy. Is he any good? And sure enough, he is a gem. So I'm actually going to try and offer him a scholarship here. Next guy I'm going to scout here is Alex Estandia, and he's not a hidden gem, but he's not bad. He's got 87 speed. He's only 5'9" though, so he's kind of short. But you know what? We'll offer him a scholarship. Why not? We're for surely going to offer Alfonso Fijico a scholarship, or we're going to scout him first, and it looks like we need to scout a lot for him. And he's not even that good, to be honest, unfortunately. He's got his strength. I can't see his strength, but he's from Indiana, but he's not even a gem. Like, that's... I don't know, man. All right, Tony Yeboah. Let's see what you got. 88 impact blocking, already 94 strength. I already like it. I think he's hit. No, he's not. But Yeboah is a 94 strength, so I will offer him a scholarship as well. All right, now we do have a power rusher, Maurice Nestor. Let's see if he's any good, and he's not bad. He's not bad for sure, but he's got normal development trait. You can see the development traits already? I think that's new. I'm going to just check here. Can you see? Oh, you can see the development trait. Weird, though. That's actually really strange. All right, now we're going to do Trent McKenzie. Is he our top? No, he's looking at Oregon right now. Let's see if he's an impact development trait, and he's a gem. You know what? I will take you. You are also an impact development trait, so that's pretty good. It's not necessarily, you know, the best one, but it's not bad. All right, Micah Purdy. See how Purdy you are. You are, honestly, a little disappointing. All right, Lonnie Cashman. How do you look, sir? You are also not bad, but honestly, I don't know if it's worth it to pick you up either. I'm really sorry. Jason Bragg. How's this man look? Not terrible, but he's definitely could be better. We'll offer him a scholarship. Why not? Doesn't really matter to me. All right, we got a 3-star guy I really want to try here. He's 5'9". He's from JUCO. It's a junior high school. 86 speed's not terrible. He's a little short, though. I would prefer my corners to be above 6 foot. I'm sorry. Now, if he had like 90-something speed, then I would probably go after him. But for right now, I think I'll probably pass for right now. I'm really sorry. But all right, we got D'Angelo Kaffa. He's 95 speed. There we go. That's what I like to see. That's more like a 95 speed, 93 excel. I will offer you a scholarship. I'm going to try and steal you from the Buckeyes and from Penn State if I can. Also, just for funsies, we're going to scout a punter as well. So let's see how well this guy is. His kick power is high. Oh, it's very high. 88 kick power. That's not bad. We're not even on his radar. He's from Indiana. You know what? I'm going to make it so that Purdue doesn't even think to send you a scholarship. All right, I just decided to add a couple of guys here just to kind of see if we can find any more gems here before I do a lot of stuff off camera. John Mills is 86. Not, for a 4-star, 6'4". Yeah, not really interested, buddy. I'm really sorry. All right, and then John Ogunbowale. I don't think I pronounced that right at all. Yeah. He has 90 speed at least, and he's 6'3". Honestly, it's not a gem, but I will offer him a scholarship because apparently we need a receiver. So we'll go with that, I guess. All right, I just scouted Ben Harving as well. He's 90 speed. He's not terrible. He could probably play running back for us if he really wanted to. He's 6 foot, 208. Honestly, I'll offer him a scholarship. So far what I've been finding is a lot of the guys we selected are not the greatest. I mean, they're okay, but they're not like extraordinary by any stretch of the imagination. Kevin Kaufman, for example, I can't see his strength, but he is a gem. Wow. Okay. Well, if you're a gem, I'll offer you one. I don't care. I'll see as many gems as we can get. Let's go Marco Toner. He's 88 speed, 6'3". That's not terrible. Deion Griffin, doesn't really look that much better either. I'll scout George Barrow here. I can't guarantee he's going to be good. He's 89 speed for being 6'2". And yeah, he's a broken gem. Okay. He has 94 excel though. Like, dang, man. 94 excel, he's a broken gem. What's he? Oh, because his catching is 72? I don't care if he's a broken gem. I'm offering him a scholarship, man. You're 89 speed. You're 6'2". You're 94 excel. I think that could actually work. 93 change of direction as well. I think we hit a home run with this one. I don't care what the game says. All right, so 2 more people I'm going to scout here. Hopefully, I think I'm probably going to cut ahead around a lot of those prospects. A lot of them were not that interesting, at least to me. I did offer a couple scholarships, as you can see, but yeah, we're not really hitting much home runs here. At least not so far. So we'll try Brendan Gaskin. 91 speed for a corner. I will take that. Absolutely. You are welcome to the family, hopefully. And then last but not least, we'll do Wesley Lokombo. See if he's decent. He's 89 speed. He's 6'3". I can understand that. He's 92 excel. Nothing too spectacular. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I can't really offer a scholarship for that. Alright, so I've been recording for, well, almost an hour at this point. I really wanted to get into more. So what we're going to do is we're not going to, like I said, we're not going to touch the schedule. We're just going to go into next week. And we're going to see how many of our recruits end up choosing us, I guess. Alright, so based on events in the week, we see that Dennis Cordona has reached his top 8 schools, and we are a part of that. He's also got other offers from Ole Miss, USC, Texas, and Colorado. Now it looks like Matthew Holyfield has chosen, so far, we're his top school, and he's reached also his top 8, so that helps a little bit. And Brendan Gaskin has also reached his top 8 schools, and we are second on this list behind Michigan State. Also couldn't notice here, but we have a couple players that want to potentially risk of transferring because of playing style and playing time. So that would be two of our tight ends for playing time and playing style, a couple of our guards, and one of our quarterbacks. Alright, so the only thing I'm going to do in week 0 here, since we don't have a game, is I'm actually going to just do a couple of actions here. So for Alex Estandia, I'm going to contact his friends and family. For Tony Yaboa, I'm going to contact his friends and family as well. Just kind of do that a little bit. I'm also going to DM the player. So I'm going to send him a direct message as well. For Trent Machisi, I'm actually not going to do a whole lot. I'm actually going to just contact his friends and family as well as DM him. Just because I think he's going to probably potentially sign with us. We have a lot of influence on him right now. But we'll see. We got a lot of other schools in here that he could choose from. So hopefully we get this kid. I think he's going to be a stud. As for this kid, Lonnie Cashman, I didn't offer him a scholarship initially for some reason. So I'm actually going to just kind of contact his friends and family. And also search him up on social media, just to be a little bit different, I guess. Jason Bragg, looks like we are now his #1 school, but I'm actually going to DM him as well. And contact his friends and family because we can. Matthew Holyfield, we know he's our top school, or we are his top school. I'm going to contact his friends and family, search him up on social media, and DM the player as well. Ben Harvin, we moved up on his list, but I think I'm going to do a little bit more to try and get this kid because I think I like him, something about him. So I'm going to do those two things. And then Brian Silverman, we are his top school, but just to make sure that's extra safe, I'm going to contact his friends and family and search him on social media as well. So actually, I'm also going to DM him as well, just to, do that. Get everything going there. Alrighty, so I just finished up doing some recruiting. I did a couple of other guys, offered a couple more scholarships as well. But now we're going to advance our week. Since we don't play a game in week 0, we're going to just advance the week and see who we play first, because I actually I don't even know. I think it might be Texas A&M again, but I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. Okay, so now looking at week 1, looks like we play the Miami Hurricanes, who are currently ranked number 13 in the country. We are ranked number 5, so we'll hopefully we'll see how we fare against them. Obviously, I'm pretty sure they're a decent team. They don't have Cam Ward anymore because he got drafted by Tennessee, by the Titans in real life. So we'll see how good their team is after when we face them. But yeah, and unfortunately, that is all we're gonna have time for. I hate doing this because this happened last time I did one of these videos, but I do promise that we're gonna get another video out of this soon. I have a lot better of a schedule planned out for how I'm gonna do videos and all that. So we're gonna have this out soon, hopefully. And that's pretty much all I want to say about that. Anyways, with that said, that's going to be it from me for this one. Also, as I'm recording this video, it's the day it drops. So tonight, I'm actually streaming the game for a little while. I'm going to be doing some play now and all that. Maybe some more Dynasty on a different team as well, like an actual proper rebuild. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. So hope to see you all there. And if not, then feel free to watch any of the future videos that I post, including this on this game as well as other games that I play as well. So, but again, that's it from me for right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.